Hi friends, do you know 46.9% of your time, that is almost half of your day, you are on autopilot mode? Do you want to live your life by design and not by default? Hi, this is Sharayu Sagar. I am a life and happiness coach. Friends, you all may agree upon the fact that the major difference between us and animals is that we have the capacity to think. We have the ability to choose our thoughts. But what happens most of the time? We live in the default mode. Now, what is default mode? Our brain functions in two types of modes. First is the default mode where we go through our day without thinking anything. And the second is the design mode, which I love the most. In the design mode, we have control over our thoughts. We have control over what we think. We can design our own thoughts. So friends, if you want to switch from your default mode to your design mode, you have to do mindset reset. Yes, today I'm going to talk to you about what is mindset reset and how you can do mindset reset to go from your default to your design mode and live your life by design and not by default. Friends, the fact that you're watching this video, it tells me that you really want to bring change in your life. You really want to live your life by design and not by default. And you really want to do and achieve great things in your life. But what happens? You start thinking about the changes. You start worrying. You start thinking about all the reasons for why it will not happen. And this is very common and natural. And the reason behind this may be in the past, somebody may have made you to think this way, or you may have faced certain challenges or setbacks in your life because of which you have assumed and predicted that whatever you will do, bad will happen, or you will not get the results you desire. And friends, bad things are going to happen. It is a part of our life. But if you continue to think this way, it is your default mode. It is going to be your default mode. So it is super important for you to realize that you need to do mindset reset to go from your default mode to your design mode. It is like that you could go from being a right-hander and teach yourself to be a left-hander. It is exactly the same process where you go from being a somebody who is on a default mode thinking about negative garbage in their life to somebody who deliberately thinks about good things, who designs his own thoughts. So friends, if you want to change from being a right-hander to a left-hander, you know that it's not an event, it's a process. It is going to require you to switch from you being automatically grabbing that pen with your right hand and thinking deliberately to grab that pen with your left hand. In the beginning, you may not feel it that comfortable, even you may not recognize your own handwriting. It may not feel familiar to you. But friends, with practice, you will be able to do that. Similarly, when you move or when you switch from your default to your design mode, you will also feel uncomfortable and unfamiliar. But friends, with practice, you will be able to achieve it. Because friends, mindset reset is not an event. It's a process which you have to practice deliberately. And I know that you can do it. So friends, now let's move to how you can do your mindset reset. For doing your mindset reset, you have to ask 4 simple questions to yourself. So first question is, what are my limiting beliefs, or what are the negative thoughts that come to my mind? These limiting beliefs may be because you may have programmed by your parents, your teachers, social media, or your friends, something like that. Or you may have faced some challenges or failures in your life, maybe because of those. Just think, what are the limiting beliefs? What are the negative thoughts that comes to your mind? Step number 2, what has it cost me in my past thinking this way? Step number 3, what is it costing me in the present by thinking all the negative thoughts or the limiting beliefs? And step number 4, if I don't evolve, if I don't change those thoughts, then what is my future going to be? So friends, answer these questions. Please write it down. It will really help you. Friends, you cannot get rid of your default mode unless you spot it. So all these 4 questions were just to spot what are the thoughts, what are the limiting beliefs that are pushing you to your default mode, that are pushing you away from your progress. So this was the step number 1, where you catch what are those negative thoughts that are pushing you into your default mode. Now, the step number 2 is you have to direct it to something deliberately. So, whatever your negative thoughts or your limiting beliefs are, you have to direct it to something deliberate. Just to give my example, when I was in school, I made a limiting belief that I don't look that good enough. So, because of that, in my past, I didn't feel that confident. And in present, when I was supposed to make the videos, that limiting belief like postponed it for around 2 months. But when I thought on that fourth question, that how it is going to affect my future, it was a bulb on moment. And from that time, I changed my story. I changed that thoughts and I changed those thoughts to something deliberate. That right people will love it. That I am enough. I look good. And the result is here, that I'm making my videos. So friends, now that you know this and you realize this, for the rest of your life you have a job. And the job is that you have to make sure that sometime in future, if such thoughts come, some negative thoughts or some limiting beliefs comes and push you back to your default mode, just remember at that moment, this is the moment you have to do your mindset reset and just direct all those thoughts to some deliberate thoughts and design your thoughts and live your life by design. So friends, by doing your mindset reset, you can design your thoughts, and when you design your thoughts, you live your life by design. Thank you friends. See you in my next video. This is Sharayu Sagar, your life and happiness coach. Bye bye. Take care.